Most of us see each other just once a week when we gather together on Sundays for the express purposes of worshiping God together as a family. And this is a great and glorious time. But given the full scope of our week, it is an unusual time. For we spend the bulk of our week doing something else, a job, a vocation, a calling, making a living. And this feels at least like something quite different from the worship of God that we do on Sundays. And therefore it is easy to compartmentalize our lives and say, well, the worship of God is something I do on Sundays, and the rest of my time I spend doing what needs to be done to get through life. Right? I think I mentioned this last Sunday, but one of the first verses I memorized as a child was from 1 Corinthians chapter number 10, in which Paul says, "Whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do all to the glory of God." And Paul may be talking about a particular instance of whether or not it's ethical to eat certain things or not, but he includes the phrase, "whatsoever you do." And what he's saying is here, every part of our life is supposed to be lived to the glory of God. There is no compartmentalization which says, well, I give God time on Sundays and the rest of the time I just do what I need to do. It's my time. All of our efforts and time is to be given to the glory of God. And so for the next 6 weeks in our adult Sunday school class, we're going to think about our work and the glory of God. What does it mean to do our work well as a Christian? To do our work Christianly. And to do that, we're going to have 6 different people talk about their work, what they do, and what it means to do that as a Christian. The purpose of this class is for us to all think well about what we spend the majority of our time doing. How do I do that to the honor and glory of God? But it also has a secondary purpose. Because our Sunday worship together is unique and different from what the rest of the time we do, we don't get to see each other, if we call it, say, in our natural habitat, doing what we do most of the time. And when we come together often, we don't particularly want to talk shop. So often we don't even know what our neighbors in the pew do with their lives. And so I want us to get to know each other a little better. So this will be an opportunity for us to hear from 6 people, hearing about how they spend their time, so that we can love each other, know each other better, and think well together about each other's lives, and pray well for each other as well. So I hope this is a time of thinking about how we spend our time, how we glorify God in our lives, and also getting to know some of our fellow worshipers better, and praying together for each other. So I encourage you to come. Starting this coming Sunday at 9 o'clock to our adult Sunday school class. I look forward to seeing you there.